Alright? Call Halan Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to Asa Seakim on the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. Alright, we're Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America according to the scriptures.
That's right.
You know? And right now is Easter weekend, and everybody, celebrate Easter, and they don't even know where it really comes from. You know? Basically, they following the tradition of man. But but the Most High about to come back and set all that straight, man, and really wreak havoc to this place. And the house of David is being built right before people's eyes, man.
That's right.
Everybody think that this Bible false, fake, and all that, man. But you're about to see just how real it is, man. That's like you got Russia. Now that's how you know things are spiritual, man. Because you got Russia that got a nuclear missile called Satan, and they got the Satan too, and they also got a bomb called Moab, which is the mother of all bombs, man. You know. Then they also have a missile called the Nation Destroyer. All right, and what's America a nation? And they're gonna come at this place to destroy it, man. You know. But at the same time, like America, when it talks about in the book of Daniel, talks about the feet of clay mixed with iron. That's this society right here, man. You know, because they're weak, but they got their strong points, man. All right, and it talks about the toes, and they're not all together, man. That's how you got all these different. You got Russia and all these other different nations, but they're not all together. But this is Esau's kingdom, man. You know. But at the same time, now Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is taking this kingdom down. He's setting up our kingdom right in front of these people's faces.
From the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh into pieces, and subdueth all things.
So that's just like America right now. They broke a lot of nations into pieces and took them over, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. Verse 41. And whereas thou sowest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
That's right. So right now Esau's kingdom is divided, man. And what's that scripture say? It says a kingdom divided cannot stand, man.
That's right.
You know? Go ahead, Al.
But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron.
That's right. The strength of the iron. So it still has that strength, man. You know? But right now America is being weakened, man. You know? Matter of fact, they try to put sanctions on China, man. Which is through that whole tariff, which is basically a trade tax. So if you trade in with another country, the tariff is your tax. So Donald Trump is trying to up the taxes on them. But like now America's in that time with the miry clay, with the clay. So they're not as strong as they used to be. That whole iron rulership for America is over, man. Go ahead, Al.
For as much as thou sowest the iron mixed with miry clay. Verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly.
That's right, go ahead.
Salakia, partly strong
Go ahead.
and partly broken.
Go ahead.
Verse 43. And whereas thou sowest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of heaven set upon the kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
That's right. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and right here in this society right now, he's setting up a kingdom that's never going to be destroyed.
That's right.
So that's talking about the Israelites. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes, wherever you're scattered at, man, on all four corners of the earth. All right? And it starts with the elect, man, the 144,000 chosen. You know? And that's that kingdom, because right now you had the Babylonian kingdom, you had the Assyrian, matter of fact, I believe it was the Syrian, the Babylonian, the Egyptians, you had the Roman, the Greeks. Now matter of fact, now you got America. So you had all these different societies that ruled in their time to rule, but all their societies was brought to an end, man. But as the scripture just said, our kingdom is going to be a world without end, man. When Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua set us up. And right now, we're being set up right now. Matter of fact, grab Daniel 7:27. Because our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom. And that's prophecy right there, man. Because this is the year of prophecy, man. Where you're going to start seeing, well, matter of fact, you already see a whole lot of things coming to pass, man. You know? Like you got the wars and rumors of wars, man. But the end is not here, man.
From the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
So who's that talking about? That's talking about you Israelites, the 12 tribes on that sign.
That's right.
Read that one more time, Baba Kashan.
From the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
That's right. So that's everything under the heavens. Matter of fact, grabbing the pocket for Second Ezra, chapter 6. I think it's around the 54th verse. Because there, so that's how you know that the Most High, Yahweh, 6. I believe it's around the 54th verse. Yeah. Count 55. Start at verse 54. And matter of fact, because read 55 and 54, then jump right back to Daniel 7:27.
From the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
There you go, right there. So, right there is telling you that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua made Adam the Lord of all the creatures. So he set him up to be the ruler of all the creatures that he made. You know? All the creatures, so that goes for of a nation. That goes for the animals, the insects, the trees, the land. That goes for all that. Alright? And when it talks about Adam, it's talking about the Adamites. Once you get deep into the scripture. Alright? Because it was out of all Adam, he chose one nation, which was the nation of us, man. Yasharala. Alright? Go ahead.
Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
That's right. So there you go right there. So he said he made them lords of everything. Alright? So that's basically letting you know that all man came from the Adamites, man. Alright? That don't make us equal. You know? Matter of fact, I was talking to this nigga at my job, man, and he not even a nigga, man. This dude is a straight up Edomite, man. Alright? He's a black Edomite, man. Because he said his mother is a nigger woman, and his father is Russian. And then like the way he act and everything, his spirit is way off, man. You know? But I don't want to get on top of it. Go ahead, right?
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Yeah, there we go. He said, thou hast made the world for our sakes. All right, not back in Daniel 7. So that right there lets you know. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua made the world for our sakes, man. All right? And that's talking about, that's the kingdom, man. All right? Now once we get back in rulership, we go rule forever. Bring that back out,
Lucky. From the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the people of the saints of the Most High.
That's right. So that right there lets you know, man. That ties in that made me think about 2nd Ezra's 6 and 54.
Keep going.
55, yeah, go ahead. Huh? 6 and 55. When it talks about he made the world for our sakes, man.
That's right.
All right, and it tells you that right there in Daniel 7 and 27, man. All right, because the saints, and that's what people fail to realize, because you got these Edomites, and they named that football team the Saints, man. All right, which they have no idea who the Saints are, and the Saints are Israelites, man. All right, the saint can't be no other different nation.
That's right.
When the Bible talks about saints, it's talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Who the Most High chose. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, who he chose, man. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that word saint in Daniel 7:27. To further prove a point, you know. Because the scriptures say, prove all things.
That's right.
This is the word saints. Kodash. It's Kodash, which is holy, separate. All right, angels, saints. So the word right there is Kodash, which is holy. All right, you separate. All right, just like the scripture said in 2nd Ezra, man. Out of all Adam, he chose one, so he separated all the Adamites. Out of all the Adamites, he separated one nation from the rest of them, man. So that means you're set apart. So the saints means you're holy, man. You set apart. You're separate. The same way Esau tried to separate his seed, you know, the Most High separated us from them, man. He wasn't intended to live with them, man. Keep going. Yeah, cut.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom,
That's right.
and all dominions shall serve.
Damn.
So,
Yo, read that again, man. That part you just read it.
whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom,
Got it.
and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
That's damn. All dominions shall serve and obey him, man. All right? Shall serve and obey him. So guess what? They're going to be doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. Even that whole slavery thing is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua for you other nations, man. You know? So that word, that word for dominion is shalatar. I don't want to mess up, but it's dominion, sovereignty, realm. So everybody, the empire, man. All right. So everybody is going to serve Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Just like I said, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. Because right now, all these other nations don't even believe in Yahushua. All right? They believe in Jesus Christ, which they think that that's the so-called white man's going to come back in the sky and save everybody, man. You know? We talk about the kingdom to come, man, which is being set up right now. All right? Because if you have a rulership, it has to be set up in some way. And that's why the Lord brings back our memory of who we were, you know, our heritage, because that's the way that we're going to govern our society, man, through the scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments, man. The same way Esau governs his wicked-ass society, we're making up all these different wicked-ass laws, man. You know? Matter of fact, grab 2nd Ezra 6 and start at verse 8. Yeah, that's crazy. This is still in there. We talk about the kingdom to come, man. You know? And that's what the brothers, the Akim, that have some understanding and all that, that's what we sitting here waiting for, man. You know? We sitting here waiting for that. Because for our kingdom to come, this kingdom has to fall, man. The same way Rome fell, the same way Greece fell, the same way Egypt fell, Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the same way that America's going out, man. But America's going out so you can take the destruction of all those places and put them all together, and that still ain't going to compare to the way that America's going to go out, man. But it's going to go out far, like 10 times far worse than that, man.
From the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
That's right. So that right there, from Abraham to Isaac, to Jacob and Esau, man. All right? It says Jacob's hand held Esau's heel. All right? So what that represented was Jacob was going to pull Esau out of power, man. Jacob. All right? Which is going to be the 144,000. They're going to pull Esau right out of power. So it's not going to be no time in between. Like you have China right now, man. They're talking a whole lot of shit. Because while they believe that they're going to be the next superpower in this society, man. They really believe that. Why? Because they got the gold. They push that petrol. I believe it's the yen. You know. So they trying to set up everything to put themselves in position to be the next player. All right. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said we got next, man.
That's right.
Which is showing you right there. Once Esau goes out, we coming right in, man. It ain't no time in between. That's the whole reason for the hand being on Esau's ankle, man.
Teach
down, man. So he pulled him down. You know? Just like, matter of fact, you got it. They say you got the crabs in the pot, man. Yeah. When one try to get out, they pull him down. You know? But we not crabs in no pot, but that's how we gonna pull Esau out of power. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
That's right. Esau is the end of the world. Who is Esau? You so-called white people, man. All right?
That's right.
You're the end of the world, man. Why? Because you destroy everything, first of all. You know?
Right.
First,
cut. All this people.
Exactly. Right on there. So first of all, Esau, what you do, you you destroy the earth, man. So as soon as Esau started ruling, that was the end times, man. That was the start of the ending, so to speak, man. But right now we at the very tail end of this man's rulership, man. You know?
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right.
Verse 10, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, as just as thou not.
So, go back to verse 9.
From the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. So Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. All right? So that's letting you know that's going to be our rulership. We're going to be in power, man.
That's right.
Because you got to look at who Jacob is, man. So what you think? So you got people like, oh, that was old time. Jacob's gone. He's dead. All right? That's because they don't have no understanding, man. Jacob has ancestors, man. He has seeds, man. You know? And that's who we are, man. That's why Yahweh said he was going to multiply us like the sand on the sea and the stars in the sky. You know? And that's how Israel is, man. It's a whole lot of us, man.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, you can just look at the northern kingdom. Absalaki, the southern kingdom, which is like the tribe of Ephraim, man. You look at the tribe of Ephraim, look at how many children they have. They have multiple children. And that's just talking about Ephraim. Now you talk about the Judites, the Gadites, the Manassites, and go on down. That's a lot of children, man. Because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah told us, man, to be fruitful and multiply, man. You know? And that's going to be the same way when we get in the kingdom. Because 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off right here in America, man. Or wherever, or on the four corners of the earth, wherever the Lord scattered you at, man. Because you got dudes teaching doctrines talking about some, you gotta go back to Jerusalem to get spiritual powers and all that, man. But they don't even understand that the land of Jerusalem, or what they call now the land of Israel, that's been defiled too, so missiles gotta hit that. It has to be purged, man. And fire is a purging. So you got certain Israelite camps or groups that go over there thinking that they're safe, man. They're not safe. You know? They're not safe over there because the Lord got the same way, but America is going to be the only place that's uninhabitable, man. Because this is the mother of all whores, man. America is the mother of all whores, man.
From the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, where thou hast from the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord Yahushua, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel to Israel?
Go ahead.
Verse 7, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times for the seasons, which the Father has put in his own power.
That's right, man. Yo, so Yahweh Shah was a bad dude, man. You know? He was a bad dude because back then, and yo, and we still in that same spirit, man. You know? We want the kingdom to be restored right to us right now, man. And that's what the disciples was asking back then. They like, yo, Yahweh Shah, man. When you going to restore the kingdom back to us? When you going to give it back to us? When is Yahweh going to give it back to us, man? You know? Read that one more time, Baba Shah, man. Yo, that's a bad scripture right there, man.
From the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, Mashiach Yahushua, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
That's right. So that was back then, man. Yo, that was back then. They wanted Yahushua to restore the kingdom right to them back then, man. The same way we want it right now. You know? But look what look what Yahushua said to him, man.
Verse 7. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power.
That's right, man. So he said it's not for them to know the times and the seasons. Why? Because Yahushua himself don't even know the time when he's coming back.
That's right.
You know? That's why he told us to watch and pray. You know? Pay attention to the signs of the times and all that, man. You know? The only person that know when Yahushua is coming back is Yahweh, man. Why? Because he set up everything. There's certain things that Yahushua knows that we don't know, man. You know? That's just like your parent or whatever. Your parents don't sit there and tell you all their moves and everything that they're gonna do, man. You know? Because you gotta work, you gotta earn certain things, man. The same way like this right here is work, man. This is the work of the Father, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Yahweh. Abanawa Yahweh, man. Our Father, man. You know? So this right here is the real work. Not getting up, going to a 9 to 5, working for Esau. Alright? We sit up here trying to wake up our people, man. And we only out here for the elect, man. The rest of you average Joe dudes, man, the hell with y'all, man, because you ain't going to get it anyway, man.
That's right.
You know? Just like it said in the book of, what's that? John chapter 6 and I believe it's around the 60th verse, if I'm not mistaken, man. You know? Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it.
I know you do a war, I'm saying.
But yeah, man.
I'm not saying.
Everything, like what they say, everything ain't for everybody.
There's no way that you will build Christ. I'm saying I just come the white man has destroyed everything black and good in the world.
Matter of fact,
the white man is the
grab
opposite
Mark,
of black. They
Mark
want to kill you,
13,
nigga.
13.
You gotta kill these niggas before they kill you.
No, you don't gotta do that. This dude, he talking crazy. Hey, see, dudes like that, he in the spirit that'll get you killed, man. He talking about you gotta kill the so-called white man. The cops probably sent that nigga around here.
They're trying to destroy us. They're gonna kill us. If you don't kill the white man, they're gonna kill you. I'm telling you, y'all.
Yo, where's that description you talking about, man? Cops sent that nigga around here. Now, yo, what? After you read that, go back to Acts 1:6.
White man owns the brain, the media. White man is the devil. You have to kill the white man before he kills you. Wow.
You said 13 or 32 or 14?
Because that right there, now this is Yahushua speaking against. Because in Acts he told them, it's not for them to know, man. Right? Go ahead, man.
From the book of Mark, chapter 13, and verse 32. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father.
That's right, man. There you go right there, man. All right? He said, not the Son, which is talking about himself. He said, not the angels, but the Father, man.
That's right.
So in Acts 1:6, they was asking him when was he going to restore the kingdom, man? You know, and he told them it wasn't for them to know. You know, and that's just like a nigga nowadays, man. Oh, when you going to restore the kingdom? Because first of all, this how wicked niggas is, man. I'm talking about a nigga, man. Because if they knew when Yahweh was going to restore the kingdom, and put it back in order, if they knew the exact time, the exact date, the exact second, and they had it down to the millisecond, they would be wicked up until that point, man. And probably try to stop 5 seconds before and try to repent real fast, man.
That's right. And the thing is about that is they don't even realize that they not even following the law, statutes, commandments anyway to get welcome to the kingdom.
Right.
So they not going to be prepared regardless.
Right. Matter of fact,
They getting wicked regardless.
that's why they too good. Matter of fact, watch this. Matter of fact, like you said, grab Revelation. Hold up. Grab 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. If I'm sorry.